Team PokeColors family, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, hit the like, subscribe down below. Today, guys, we're going to be going over all of the PSA cards that I actually got back from PSA just this past week. I sent out about, I think, 40 cards. Most were mine. I had some for Team PokeColors member Alex that I graded as well. So we're going to review the grades, see what we think, see if there's some that were overgraded or undergraded. If you're new, like I said, hit the subscribe and let's get right into today's video. Alrighty, guys, so here we have the wonderful stacks of PSA cards that I got back from PSA in the mail. We're gonna go through the first stack on the right here. These cards are currently posted to my eBay page if you guys want to buy them from me. But yeah, so let's take a look and see what we got going on here. So first card, PSA 6 Voltorb from Skyridge. I mean, I don't know what I really expected from this one. It looked minty when we sent it in, but there are some minor spots along the edges that, you know, obviously make a difference. Overall, the back of the card looks really good. I think the only issues were the surface. If you look on the surface, there's some scratches right there. So that was a cool one to grade. Just unfortunate that it got a 6. Team PokeColors member Alex graded the Enamorous V Lost Origin Trainer Gallery card. So yeah, PSA 10. There's a lot of 10s in this submission. There's a lot of 9s, but we'll get to that. And then we have a Zissou Full Art Trainers pair here. So we have the Full Art and then the Rainbow Full Art, which are actually sequential numbered. Turns out the way you send them in is how they grade them in that typical order for that submission. So we got, you know, ends in 702 and then 703, both a PSA 9. So that was cool to see. Like I said, these are his cards, so like I don't know what to expect really from these because I didn't pull them or don't know where they've been. Kind of surprised this one got an 8. I don't know why. Edges look fine. Centering's okay. Not ideal, but little like dots are going on right there. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it was surface damage. So that's his bundle, and then everything else right here is my bundle. So well, there's a few of his still on here, but that don't matter. So we got a PSA 9 Tag Team Reshiram GX Sun and Moon promo card. I really wish this would have got a 10. If I would have got this a 10, I would have kept the other one because that other one did get a 10, but I'll show that here in a minute. I think it just got a 9 because the centering is a little off left to right. Otherwise, I think it's a phenomenal card. There's the back. Got a 10 on this bad boy. Super hyped about this one. We pulled this one on the channel this summer when Pokemon Go came out. So yeah, super cool to get a 10 on this card that we pulled on the channel. And if you want to go watch the video where I pulled this card, I'll have that linked in the top right corner there. But that was a cool card to pull. This one here I got from a tin a long time ago, back in like 2019 when these tins were still popping. Celebi and Venusaur GX from the, what is that, Tag Team tins. Came with like 2 tag team packs and some older Sun and Moon stuff, and then maybe like an Evolutions or something. I don't remember exactly. This one was a really cool artwork. It's almost like an alternate art. Just really stinks it got a 9. So that one's up for sale. And all these are like, all these up until this point are for sale on eBay. So if you have one in mind that you might want to try to get, it's posted. This one's a really cool one. I wish I could hang on to it, but I don't think I can. I need the pair, you know, the pair. If I had the 10, like I said, in the Charizard, where are you at? If I had this in a 10, I'd probably keep the pair, but we got a Dragonite V-Star Rainbow PSA 10. That one's a really nice pull that I got from Pokemon Go. Graded it a 10, which is cool, so kind of pairs up with the Mewtwo. Also got a Giratina V-Star PSA 10. This one here, I feel like if you look left to right, I'm pretty sure whoever graded it just gave it a 10, because I don't think it deserves a 10 in my opinion. Like, that right side is obviously thicker than the left side. It's still a 10 at the end of the day, so PSA be PSA sometimes, you know. This is my fiance's card. It's a PSA 10 Galarian Articuno that she actually pulled from one of those coin blister promo packs from Chilean Rain way back when that was the relevant set. Graded this, and another one of her cards is in this one, but I'm gonna keep the other one that she's got because it's really cool. So this one got a 10. Looks pretty good. And then lastly, this one here, Kyurem VMAX, pulled this myself from a loose pack or 3-pack blister or something like that. Got this in a 10 as well. So all of these cards that you've seen up until this point are available on my eBay. I'll have that link down below. Beautiful cards. Get them while they're hot. There they are. Let me set this off to the side here. Next up, we got the might sell maybe one day, but keeping a hold on to for now cards. So this is TeamPokeColors member Alex's cards here. So that's his PSA 10. This is his PSA 9. Really thought this would have got a 10. Like, that centering left to right is phenomenal. Don't know why they graded it a 9. Galarian Articuno V Trainer Gallery PSA 9. So those are the ones he's holding on to from this submission. Next up, these are my boys, my EX reverse cards. These ones I don't care about as much, so you might see these pop up on the eBay in the next few weeks, or maybe in a month or two. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I post these because they're really cool. But we got a Numel PSA 9, just a stamped reverse. This one, which got a 6. I really don't know why. Like, it sucks that it got a 6. That's all I'm gonna say. The edgeware's pretty bad. Bottom's pretty rough. I think it deserves a 7. That's just me though. I'm biased towards my own cards, obviously. Surface looks fine though. I really just like the Delta Species Hollows because the foil on the Pokemon is just insane. So that stinks. I got another PSA 6 coming up right here. PSA 6 Beautyfly, Ruby Sapphire Hollow. Another unfortunate grade. I think it's because it's heavily scratched in the hollow, but it's not really that bad. Like, yeah, there's some minor scratches, like surface scratches, but I really don't think it's that bad. Like, the edgeware is a lot better than this card, 100%, and they still graded it a 6. So that's fun. We love PSA 6s because, you know, those are great. Next up, we got a PSA 9 Noctowl from Unseen Forces, reverse rare, or no, reverse, just stamped reverse foil. I got a lot of these reverse foils and EX era foils. This one's a Metacham hollow. This one got a 7. Beautiful hollow pattern on that, but not really sure. Maybe just the surface hollow scratches maybe is why they, yeah, it's not too great. Edgeware's all right ish, so yeah, it's probably about a 7. This one got an 8. I was hoping for a 10 on this guy. This guy's super cool. Totodile from EX Unseen Forces. Also, if you guys see a card, you know from this stack and like onwards that you want, send a comment or just follow us on Instagram. Links will be posted down below. We're always looking to make trades or deals, so if you have anything that you're looking for and we have it, let us know. We'll help you out. We have no issue with that. A lot of these are just kind of sitting around waiting to be moved, essentially. Not some of the big ticket items, obviously, but like something like this I'd be okay with letting go of. PSA 7 Dustox with a swirl at the top. Another just decent e-reader hollow. Edgeware looks fine, so it makes sense. I got a 7. We got an 8 on this guy. Another stamped reverse from EX Holland Phantoms. Here's the other 6 I was talking about. Snorlax, beautiful card, right? Just got a 6. Oh, that stinks. It does stink, but centering's awful. Kind of scratched. Edgeware is not the greatest, so I mean, it makes sense. It just stinks. Bought this from a collection, so you can't really do much about it. Next up is the big dogs. These are the ones I'm holding on to for the time being. So I'll just go down the line here and we'll just rattle them off. So we got this one here. Eevee Snorlax Tag Team Tins promo, graded a PSA 10. Holding on to that one for sure. That one's cool. I really like it. This one's similar thing. It's kind of like an alternate art, but it's a promo, so it's not really an alternate art. PSA 10. This is from the Power Partnership Tins. I don't know. It's different, obviously. This one here, beautiful card, beautiful hollow, very vibrant. I think it's one of the best rainbows from the modern era I've ever seen. Just in terms of like artwork and the pattern on it. Like, I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like, if you compare this to, but look at the difference in rainbow pattern. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, Giratina's cool and you have to hit the light just right. But like, Magnezone V-Star really pops. Giratina's like, hey, I'm kind of here. So I think This one, I don't know if it's the card or if they use different rainbow patterns for different rainbow cards from the same set. Like, I don't know, because obviously they're both V-Star rainbows, but this one has so much more like little speckles on it compared to the Giratina. So maybe the Giratina is a print error. I don't know. Delta Species. I love Delta Species Pokemon cards. Any Delta Species that I can get my hands on. Got this from a seller on Whatnot. Graded it a 9. So I can't complain. Super cool that I got a 9. A lot of these are 9s. These EX like reverses. 8s or 9s. There's a few 8s, but most are 9s. So I'm keeping my hands on the 9s. This one's also super cool. This artwork's from my childhood, so I graded that obviously with the intention of keeping it. Not gonna sell this guy. This guy I would be okay with letting go of, I guess, but super cool Vibrava, Delta Species. Just a really neat card. Next up, another childhood artwork that I graded a 9. This card is like a $30 card, near mint, raw, and that's pretty much what I paid for it, on top of the $15 grading charge, but not worried there. Next up, this one is insane. This is probably one of my favorites of the whole submission. Look at this. This thing is fire. This thing is on fire. Deoxys Delta Species with the lightning. Ooh. I think that's speed form, right? I don't know. Either way, super cool card. PSA 7, can't complain. Edgeware probably got me on this card here. It's pretty beat on the right side. I was probably going to let go of this if it got a 6, but I will hold on to it because it's just such a cool artwork in a 7. You know what I mean? Moving on to the last bit of the stack here. This one here is just this was a bulk find, right? So this card I found sitting in my bulk, and I'm like, yo, what's this doing in my bulk? Turns out it's pretty minty, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grade it, see what happens. And sure enough, got a 9. It's not a rare, it's an uncommon, so you know, it's just a cool artwork. Like, that was a cool one. This one I've had in my collection for a long time. If you guys have been around the channel a while, you know I've had this one in my little tiny 2x2 binder probably since I got my hands on it back in like 2019. Finally graded it 4 years later, and came back a 9. I was really hoping for a 10 on this guy, but a 9 is fine. It's one of my favorite Pokemons, of course. And it's a Delta Species, better yet. So, pretty cool that I got a 9 on that. Here's another one that was just a bulk card that was sitting in my bulk that I'm like, you know what, let's grade it. Dark Arbok. Similar to the Magneton, very cool artwork. Love the old EX era style, like card, just everything about it, perfect. 9 on this one, not too bad. Here we go. This is probably the biggest hit of the whole grading submission. Dark Golbat, PSA 10, population 24, spicy. One thing though, pretty sure this should have gotten like a 9. If you look right here, like surface, the specs, that's like surface damage, right? So whoever graded this completely missed that, or they just thought it was like a print error, so that it wasn't like damage. But this is what happens with like old WotC prints if they're in a sleeve for too long and it starts rubbing, you know, on the card. If the sleeve rubs on the card too long, that's what can happen on the foil. So I don't know, it's not really a PSA 10, but it is because it's graded a PSA 10. So between you and me, it's a PSA 10. All right, just don't tell anybody, just shh. This one got a 5. I'm really bummed out about this one. I love this card, super cool artwork, and it's a Delta Species again. See a theme here. Delta Species cards are just nuts. I think it just has really bad scratches. I think that's why I got a 5. Maybe centering was a factor as well. Surface, I mean, besides the scratches, I don't really see any like dents or anything, because yeah, I think it's the scratches maybe. Edgeware scratches and centering, three things that made it a 5. Yeah, super cool though. I mean, I know it's a 5, but dude, look at how cool that is. Like, imagine that on a shelf. Yeah, we're keeping that bad boy. Another one from my childhood that I remember artwork wise. So PSA 8 kind of sucks. Wish it would have got a 9 or 10, but it is from one of the hardest sets to get your hands on and grade from, so it's fine. See, look, this one has it going on too. Down here at the bottom, foil bleed right there from this, like the dot scratches. So weird. I don't know. Whoever graded my cards, like, they helped me out a lot. I think a lot of these were graded higher than what they should have. If you've graded with PSA and have had this experience too, let me know. I might have to switch to like CGC to actually get my cards graded, but PSA is cool because I like the, you know, I like the label. That's the words I'm looking for. Next one, PSA 8 Shaman level X. I'm gonna start collecting PSA 8 level X's, so it's cool that I graded one to get me started. PSA 8s are probably like the most affordable level X's because they can start anywhere from like $30 going up to like maybe 300, I don't know, something. So they're really not that expensive, unless you're looking for like a Glaceon or Leafeon in a PSA 8. Those are kind of pricey, but either way, still cool to have a different variety of PSA cards in my collection now. Another one that I'm super happy to have in an 8. If this would have got a 7, I probably would have been upset. PSA 8 Rayquaza rare from Holland Phantoms, non-holo unfortunately, but still a cool Delta species rare. And I do have a lot of EX rares, just from buying collections, so more EX rare grades to come in the future. This one here, one of my previous collection pieces that I found while helping move my mom. Found it in my old desk back at home, and it was in the same sleeve and top loader from when I pulled it from a pack back in the day. So I graded it. Got a 7, which is all right. I wish I would have got an 8 or higher, but centering's pretty off, and it's not near mint. As you can see, there's like little white in the corner. This means a lot because this is like the last remnant of my old collection before I sold everything off before I moved to college. A lot of black and white stuff because that's when I got into the hobby. Now I got a bunch of Sword and Shield stuff and Sun and Moon, so it's cool. I got a lot of stuff now, a lot better off. And then lastly, to finish us off with this 40 banger PSA reveal video, is my fiance's card that we got from eBay. They graded a 7, so that's cool to have in the collection. Another EX holo. She really likes Milotic and Swablu, so yeah, there you have it. There is, let me get them all over here. The stack is just gonna be huge, so I'm not even gonna try to fit it all in one shot here, but there you have it, folks. There's 40 PSA cards in one return video. Guys, please smash like if you made it this far in the video, subscribe down below. Also, be sure to check out the links in the description. I post TikToks daily, post Instagram Reels every once in a while, and I do also have an eBay if you guys want to see any of the cards that I'm selling. Just follow my eBay, keep up to date. I sell stuff all the time periodically throughout the weeks and stuff. Oh yeah, also go follow my Twitter. I'm up to 14 followers, woohoo! Pretty active on Twitter as well, so if you have a Twitter, be sure to follow me there. Yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a chat, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace.